Hi there, it's Paul from Hurricane Forex. I'm going to show you a different way of trading with Hurricane Forex that you can use. We've just had FOMC, which I did a bit of scalping on, which was kind of good fun. I've got some live trades on, as you can see. So what's happened here is I took a trade last night based on this candle here. You can see I wanted to take a sell because it's in a big downtrend. There was a rally up because of FOMC. I just hang around in it. And I waited till well after, and so this was FOMC here, and then after FOMC there was a bearish candle, and you can see I got a signal, so I took the short, and my first target was this 78.6%, which you can see it nearly got to, but it kind of stalled there, which is kind of expected. It stalled around that sort of area. Remember, these are sort of rough lines, and so I'm expecting further downside. So what I did was this morning, my first sell, I moved my target down to the second fib, and then I've added a new trade, and the stop for the new trade is covered by the first, so now I can't lose money on these trades. Even if they stop out, I'll make money. So just go through that again. So the first, let's just draw this in. So trade 1 is here. That's trade 1, and this is trade 2. So what will happen is when it comes down to here, then I can probably go ahead and add another trade in there if I want to, and move the target even further down if it's not pulled back by then. Pullbacks on this pair are really small. You can see this. So you can quite happily just stay in the trade. There's 25 pip pullbacks versus 70 pip drops. So it's quite easy to see that last night's movement was quite good. And so I'll either make a bit less money or I'll make a bit more money. You can either do that, or the other way is to do the trailing stop thing, which I was doing before. And the other, so I'm just showing you two ways of doing it. The other way to do it is to set your target straight away at the second level and set a trailing stop, so that when it hits this first level, a trailing stop kicks in and it starts following down. That's another way of doing it, because obviously the trailing stop means you stop losing money. So what we're doing is I'm now completely risk off in these trades. None of these trades will lose me money, even if they go bad. So that's another way of doing it. At the moment, this morning, I'm looking for some, this is about the time I start looking for signals. Not really anything around at the moment, but I'm expecting some, so I'll be looking to take buys and sells in. So bearish trends like this are ideal for sales. This is probably a New Zealand yen. In fact, last night I took a short on this again. This is another one I took a short on. My target was the second fib level, and you see it bounced off it and just pulled straight back up to here, unlike these others which have carried on going. So if I set my first take profit, and the reason I didn't hit this target was really close, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go straight for the second target, and that was last night. I got that take profit there, you can see. So yeah, so this is going very well. If you can see that the second trades have all kicked in. Let's have a look at Aussie dollar again, just quickly. If you want to flip windows really quickly, look, you can see how it's already moving there. Have I set the second take profit? Let's just make sure. No, I didn't. Okay, second take profit is in place. I think that was my phone notifying me. So there's about $1,500 in this trade, in these trades now, and as you can see, it's happily dropping down to those trades. If it stops out, it'll stop out in profit in both. You know, I won't lose any money. If it takes profit, it'll take profit with 2 trades, and it looks like very much like it's going to do that. It's well past the first fib level. And you can see my stops are sitting above the first fib level. So the first trade stop is actually in profit. So I'm protected against. So this area here is covered by that area there. So and yeah, it's going okay at the moment. Just let it run, I suppose. Let it run. Look for more signals. So there are some signals on the way. Euro GBP has been actually behaving itself for once. You can see it's gone into a big pullback. But I don't like trading Euro GBP because it doesn't move a lot. I've got an idea of actually adding the average true range in here, the daily average true range for pairs, so you can see how long something's going to go and how many days you're going to have to take to wait for it. So yeah, there's a lot of flatness in the markets as well. You can see this kind of thing where it just hangs around. A lot of that has been because of the FOMC, which so now the markets will get moving again. And I've got lots of there was lots of moves last night. You know, for instance, New Zealand Swiss. Yeah, I can't really take it here. I'm not happy taking it here, although it has broken a fib level and it's gone bearish. If we look at the last move down, it moved from here down to there. That was 68 pips. So let's look at how far it's gone already today since this move here. So in fact we'll take it from there. It's at 43, so it's going to probably bounce about halfway to the 100% fib level. So yeah, there's a possibility of a trade there, but I'm not that keen on it. So it's now 7:40 in the morning UK time. Our market's open in 20 minutes, so that's really good. So that's it. So hurricaneforex.com. It's just, there is some good guides on the website on how to do this. I'm just going to tab through. I'm just going to flip through and see if there's any recent signals, but there isn't at the moment, you know. And I think they're probably going to make it to the next fib level, these ones, before they rebound, maybe before. So there's a little, if you want to scalp that one in, if you want to scalp this one in, for instance, we can. With the Swiss franc, GBP USD has been falling consistently. It's in a bearish trend. It says it's a weak bearish trend, so it's nice and smooth. And you know, I'd be happy to take a short on this, but I do have I've got 4 USD trades on as it is, so I want to cover my risk. I don't really want to risk much more today, so I need to have a look at the news and see what else is going on, and see if there's anything that's going to put some more pressure on these. But good profits, and that's what we're doing. So look for trends, look for things that are moving in the trend. If you get a speech, especially speeches that people make, tend to rock the market a little bit. Like Putin made his speech yesterday, and that was here, and it kind of rocked the market a little bit, but they always return to price, because there's speeches don't actually, that's not actually a real thing. It's a promise of something, maybe. So that caused a little bit of a drop in the market yesterday. Euro dollar again, you can see how it started off in a downtrend on 2 days ago. It started in a nice downtrend, breaking away from this thing already and then it hit. You can see that Hurricane Forex picked out the new downtrend. We're now in a downtrend for euro dollar. Is there space for more? Yeah. If it carries on like this, there's no pullback. It's just going to go straight down at the 78.6%. But my fear is that at this level, you can see how it's stuck at this fib level. So we need to see probably a little bit of a pullback on it, and then it will drop down again. So I'd like to get into that pullback and buy there, because it's probably the best place to buy. And you can see there's a lot of flat markets around. GBP Aussie is a classic. Look at the flatness of that market. It was in a nice bearish trend, and now it's just flattened. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And sure, yeah, you could take a buy here, wait for the sell, because it is all overall the long term is bearish. You can see by these candles here. You could wait for a sell, and I know people actually that have been trading buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And if it's ranging like this, you can do swing trades with Hurricane Forex quite easily. But the only trouble is that there's not a lot of pips in it, so your trade is only going to be 15-40 pips. And it's always easier to build on existing trades as well. So I mean, same thing here. We've got Euro Aussie. It's like being very flat. It bounced down, bounced down. I don't really want to be in this trade. I've got no idea where it's going. Even though it's going bullish, it's probably going to hit this level. And overall, look at the dailies, the longer term, weekly and monthly, are bearish. So we need to wait and see what happens with that. Oh, that's a signal. That's a signal. Was that a signal? That was a signal. Was that a signal? I heard a signal. That noise is a signal, definitely. So I don't know where it's gone. I'll have a look at experts, see if it's picked out. New Zealand, no, not on this one. It might be on another. I've got another account sitting out, so which I won't pull up on this video because that's kind of a private account. So there you go. That's this. Hurricaneforex.com is where you get the details. It's all there, and you can just sign up for it, try it out on your charts. Hope you find it useful.